dropping by Wenchang's Equestrian Club, receiving specialized training and getting to know the nags, watching a horse race, enjoying a polo match, and delighting in competitive horseplay. Come and fly like the wind with me as we gallop across the prairie.
Here in Hainan, I've experienced a variety of tourist activities. I've tried paragliding up in the sky, I've had my wicked way with motorboats and surfboards on the sea, and I've tried horseback riding here on the land. That was, though, but a quick flourish on horseback. Today, I think it's time for me to receive a bit of professional equestrian dressage training. Giddy up!
Equestrian dressage is a competition which must be completed by a human and a horse together. In China, horsemanship has a long history, flourishing in the Zhou and Tang dynasties, with modern equestrian dressage originating in the UK.
The story of men and horses dates back to ancient times. The Egyptians and the Greeks were horse racing fanatics, as were the Romans. They all made detailed rules governing horse racing, which spread to Merry England when the Roman Empire was conquering Europe. This sowed the seeds of British people's passion for the equestrian. In their daily lives, British people are very fond of horses, and as a quirky Brit myself, I can certainly attest to that. Come with me now for some serious horseplay.
In recent years, Hainan has been vigorously promoting so-called all-for-one tourism. In line with this, an equestrian club has opened up in Wenchang.
Look at that chap up there on horseback. He looks like some distinguished military man from China's ancient past. I suspect that when I'm up on horseback with a commanding air about me, I shall remind you of Napoleon Bonaparte perhaps, or Peter the Great. I bet you're looking forward to that, aren't you? I know I am. Come with me and let's horse about.
Hainan Changchi International Equestrian Club is an all-new type of equestrian centre that takes equestrian culture and horse-related activities as its core selling point.
俱乐部呢成立于2018年，以马文化为核心，配套建设了赛马场、马文化商业、马术俱乐部。同时，我们俱乐部也是海南省首家青少年马术培训基地。
哇，很好。其实我来到这里，我就想介绍最专业的马术训练了。
那你居然来对地方了，我们这里有非常专业的马术培训课程，那让我们一起去体验一下吧。
好啊。
The club offers a range of lessons from beginner to advanced levels, with clients able to choose to pursue different activities according to preference.
那您有过骑乘马术的经验吗？
有啊，我大概12岁的时候，有时候去朋友的农场骑马，我骑过大概2-3遍了，但已经很久以前了。
那现在呢？
现在最多可能在景区会简单体验一下骑马，但是不是很专业的那种。
那我们这边就建议您先进行一些基础的骑乘训练。
好啊，我们上课了。
这边就是我们的头盔，用来保护我们的头部的。那这个是我们的护甲，防止我们在拴马的时候进行一个减震的一个作用。这是我们的护膝，用来保护我们的腿部不会被磨伤的。
就是说你跳来跳去这样子就可能会磨破了。对。
那还有一个就是我们的马靴。
那我不能就干脆穿我自己的鞋子吗？
这个因为由于您的那个鞋头比较大，然后鞋底比较光滑，那我们的马靴呢鞋头是比较尖的，而且这里是有一条根，这个是为了防止我们的马靴呢卡到那个马镫里面，造成对人比较危险的一些动作。
那就是比较稳定，
这些比较安全。
After having familiarized myself with the protective gear, it is time for me to begin my lesson.
All that remains is for me to slip into something more comfortable. Do I look like the dashing Don? Equestrian dressage is a sport for real gentlemen, and if I don't quite look the part yet, I certainly shall when I'm up there on horseback. Now let's get the rest of the equipment on. Would you care to ride side saddle with me? Let's go.
走吧。
Before commencing basic horse training, the instructor selects a suitable horse that matches the rider's height and weight.
我们这个训练场呢，是我们目前海南的唯一一家室内的马术训练场。
那为什么要建一个室内的呢？
因为海南是属于热带地区，非常的热，太阳挺足。 而且多暴雨啊，一些台风的极端天气，室内场的存在呢，也是给我们的游客在下雨天呐、或者是有太阳的时候提供了一种骑乘的方式。
哦，也方便，也对马也好啊。
对的。
这是我的合作伙伴吗？
对，这是戴维，
他是哪里的马？嗨，
他是英国的纯血马。
你别说是碰到老乡了。Hi, David.
Thoroughbred refers to a particular breed of horse used throughout the world for medium and short distance racing.
那我们先做一个小游戏
啊，好，
做一个马上体操。那我们首先把手张开，身摊平，对，然后做一个360度的环卷。
这样子，360度怎么？
因为我们在马上的紧张是腰部形成的那种肌肉紧张，会带动全身。那我们先让身体放松。然后我们身体前倾，你看这样前倾，摸他的脖子。对，我们把身体抚摸下来，去摸他的脖子，两边一起，我们去鼓励他，让自己放松。
对，会让马放松，
马也放松，然后自己的肌肉也会随着放松。
The elementary equestrian training course is specially designed for people who have never ridden a horse. It primarily teaches the methods and concepts of English riding.
我们坐在上面，首先背挺直。然后脚后跟下踩，对，双手抓着扶手，看前面，目视前方。
那我这样怎么样嘛？我的姿势？
对，姿势非常的漂亮，非常对。1、2、1、2，跟着我的声音，1、2、1、2、1、2。
Man has been riding horses for thousands of years. It is not terribly difficult to tame horses enough for us to ride them or make them work. However, when horse riding became a sport, it was no longer that simple.
对，就这样。起坐，你不起坐就更晃的。对，就这样。
Okay, come this way. Woohoo! There we are. Okay, there we go. Good boy, David. Good boy. It's funny how things turn out, isn't it? I've come all the way here to Hainan in China to learn about equestrian dressage, something which I, as a true blue blood, really ought to know about. It's quite difficult up here on horseback, especially if you're not used to it. All the standing and the sitting, the bumps to your bottom, and the worst thing is, I think I'm going to be bow-legged after this experience. Oh, it's tough on the knees.
感受怎么样？
我觉得很难，很难把握这个重心在哪里，这个平衡点很难把握。
对，我们初学者身体不够放松，所以把握不了那个力度。
很难，第一节课真的是，但是非常的过瘾的，我一定要上第2节课了。
非常帅，可以多加努力。
哎呀，谢谢。哎，那咱们这儿有多少个品种？
我们这里有8个品种，去马厩看一下吧。
好。
The club houses more than 80 outstanding horses belonging to 8 varieties, including Akaltek horses, thoroughbreds, and ponies.
我们现在看到的就是我们的长池之星。
叫什么？
长池之星，汗血宝马。
汗血宝马，对吧？没错。
对。
我知道，就是看过很多那种中国古代的电视剧里面，它都会出现这样的马哈，是不是很厉害、很珍贵的马？
对的。
但是它为什么叫汗血宝马？它的汗水像血一样嘛？
其实不是这样的，你看它那个毛细啊，而且皮肤很薄，所以它在运动的时候，那个血液流动加速啊，就感觉一种流血的状况，就感觉很漂亮的样子，然后就有了那种汗血宝马的名字。
啊，是这么一个来源。
对，
好可爱呀！可以摸它吗？
可以的。
好。
可以摸它的头。
好吧。他不愿意摸吧？也刷个牙嘛哈，也刷牙嘛。
Akaltek horses originate from Turkmenistan. Possessing slender limbs, a light gait, strength, speed, and endurance, they are perfectly suited for racing.
这匹马呢，就是我们的马球马，它的名字叫 Max， 今年12岁了。
马球马是专门来打马球的马吗？
对的。顾名思义，马球马就是一种专门打马球运动类型的马。通常各个国家的马球马的类型都不一样，一般来说都是以纯血马作为副本，然后以当地优质的母马作为母本，然后优中选优啊，繁育而来的。
那虽然不是一个品种，但是我们对这些马球马有什么特别的要求吗？或者说寻找一些特征吗？
马球马它是特别聪明的，它的学习能力比较强，而且它相对于其他的马，它的胆子稍微大一点，对一些突发的敏感事物，它反应不是那么强烈，而且它学习任何事物啊，任何方式都是特别的快的，非常的聪明。
很聪明的一匹马哈。
对的。
Thanks to their intelligence, polo horses are often referred to as the professors of horses.
怎么判断一个马是开心呢，还是不开心，还是会攻击你或怎样？
那首先我们看这匹马呢，你看它现在就是耳朵现在是张开的，它的马的耳朵向朝后的话，它可能就是想要攻击你，或者是表现出攻击的意思。你看它现在马的耳朵是朝前的，那么它就是比较好奇，它在观察你是否对它有危险，而且它好奇你是在干嘛。
我试一下展示一个善意的信号。
对，我们可以去抚摸，尝试抚摸一下。
In order to improve the overall quality of the gene pool, the club engages in horse breeding.
给你隆重介绍一下我们这匹小母马，它是我们的长舌公主，去年6月份出生的。
怎么说她是公主呢？
因为她的父亲是高贵的汗血宝马，而她的母亲呢是比较优质的纯血母马。
哦，是不是我们刚才看到的那个汗血宝马呢？
对的，对的。你看这匹马，它的形态啊，它继承了它父亲的耐力，而且同时它也继承了它母亲迅猛的速度和优美的体型啊。你看它是特别的漂亮的。
是啊，从血统上来看，它应该是特别的珍贵哈。
对的，
看起来特别的温柔，特别的优雅哈。
This little horse, with its shiny hair and strong body, represents the first successful breeding of a rare variety in the subtropics. Hainan's hot climate means the horses require regular showers to cool them down.
那给马洗澡要准备什么呢？有肥皂吗？
我们只是给它降温，所以我们只需要给它用水冲一下就行了。
就喷一点水就好了，是吧？
如果我们要给它进行一个比较精致的打理清洗的话，我们可能就需要用到刷子啊，或者是肥皂之类的。
有什么注意事项吗？
那首先我们洗马呢也是有注意事项的。首先我们洗马先是从马的腿开始，因为马它比较敏感呐，我们从它的腿开始，可能它会慢慢的去接受，而且有些马它不是特别愿意去洗澡的，所以我们要先去试一下这个马它感觉怎么样。
I'm rather envious of this horse having a shower in the midday heat here in Hainan. I'd quite like to be him. In fact, when he's finished, I might just shower myself. 哇，看起来非常的舒服哈！来，我也试一个。
要聪明，
有点不敢，有点热。
好了，这样一匹马我们就冲洗完成了。
好，完成任务了。啊，感觉怎么样？感觉舒服多了吗？好，谢谢你的配合。
The horses must be showered 7 to 8 times daily, with special attention being paid to their diets.
他们主要吃什么？这个是草哈。
对，这个是苜蓿草，给马提供的营养。
是海南本地的吗？
海南现在目前种不了，一般都是北方啊，像东北、内蒙那些地方可能就有种的。
专门运过来的草。
对，我们买过来的。
怎么喂呢？
把这个草呢，给它弄散一点。我们弄散的原因呢，就可能防止那里面可能会有石头啊，或者马吃了，对马不是特别好。
对，牙齿不好。
While having my lesson in the stable, a man working nearby catches my attention.
哎，那个师傅在干什么呢？
他在给这个马定蹄。
会疼吗？
其实也很多人好奇，他给马定蹄，那个马到底会不会痛？其实它是不会痛的，因为它那个地方就跟人的指甲一样，它是没有神经的，所以它是没有痛觉的。
哦，那为什么要这么做呢？就是为了美观？我
们人工繁殖的马呢，进行日常训练啊，或者是进行行走的时候，我们可能会去公路上或者去一些石头比较多的地方，那么对那个马的蹄啊就比较损伤，所以我们定蹄啊就是为了给它穿一双鞋来保护它。
客人好像也很满意哈。Well, this is the first time that I've seen a horse having a manicure and being fitted for some new shoes. Certainly he seems content and satisfied with his new footwear. There are a lot of procedures involved in this. So first you have to scrape out all the muck, then you have to shave down the hoof. It doesn't hurt, although it does look a little bit violent. He was using some pretty strong moves there. But yeah, ultimately there are a lot of procedures involved, from scraping out the muck to shaving down the hoof, and then finally putting the horseshoe on the bottom. It's quite a complicated procedure, but it doesn't take that long, especially if you have the experience that he does.
像刚才带您体验的都是比较初级的，那么到了后面还有一些比较中级、高级、更深层次的一项运动，就比如说马球赛啊，或者是速度赛之类的。
那以我这个程度，我能不能参加那个速度赛呢？
这个还不行，因为您的骑乘时间还是太短。如果您像这个学员一样收放自如的话就可以了。 但是我可以带你去观摩这2项运动。那我们走吧。
好好好。
The equestrian sport of horse racing puts the horse's skill, speed, and endurance to the test, as well as the relationship between the rider and the horse.
这4匹马呢，就是我们一个马上要进行速度赛马的一个马体了。
那你选一个速度马的话，要看什么样的优点呢？
首先，我们要看这个马的自身条件，我们看它的马的四肢，它是否修长。因为如果它的腿长的话，可能它在奔跑的过程中就会步伐比较大，它跑得比较快。然后再看这个马的自身的一个爆发力。第3呢，我们就看一个马自身的状态，它今天是否开心啊，或高兴，有没有跟他的同伴有一个想比试的一个心理啊。
那我听你这么讲，我要选出来第1号马，我感觉它比较高，它腿跟我一样比较长。
你选1号是吧？我选一位我们自身培养的一位海南的骑手吧。我们自身培养的，我觉得我相信他的。
就是说4号是吧？
对的。
好 ，Number 1, Number 4, let the competition commence. May the best horse win.
好，我们比试一下吧。
好，
我们看比赛吧。
Woohoo!
The racetrack stand's open front offers an excellent view of the race.
Come on, Number 1. Oh, they're off. The competition's on. Oh, what's the Number 1? Come on, Number 1. Come on! Come on, Number 1! Come on! Woo!
3号马跑
加油！
快！
哎 ，Oh no！
加油！
加油 ！Woo! He's almost lapped them. Number 3 has almost lapped my horse. I can't believe it. Oh no! Come on!
哇，非常快！
哇，那个很帅气。
3号是你的。
Although I'm simply a spectator, watching the race from the stand sets my adrenaline pumping.
哇，看那速度赛简直太棒了，看得我都感觉没有缓过神来啊！哈。
对的，速度赛我们要的就是那种激情澎湃的感觉，速度嘛。
是。
没关系，我们还有一场马球赛，我带你一起去体验一下吧。
好啊，
走吧。
Polo is an historical equestrian sport that requires riders to hit a ball while seated on horseback.
我们这场马球赛呢，就是以3人3马的加1名裁判的形式展现的。
那规则是什么呢？
首先由您开球，然后他们从1、2、3各自不同的职务去进行一个击球得分的一个过程。你看两边就是各自的队伍的球门。
哦，
你看
看到了。
由您开球，这比赛就开始了。
那我就扔了。Are you ready？ 准备好了吗 ？OK。来，3、2、1，开始。
开始。
Because of the intensity and potential danger of the polo match, most of its rules are in place to protect athletes and their horses.
马术运动是一场特别兴奋的运动，
但也感觉挺激烈的，就是他一挥这个杆啊，会不会有一些危险性的？我看他
对，所以我们在对于马球的马或者是马球的骑手来说，我们都需要高超的一些技巧啊，去避开伤害到别人，或者是伤害到自己，或者是伤害到马。
Having observed the polo match, I find myself quite interested in this sport.
好，首先我们抓球呢，它是有个技巧的，我们大拇指穿过这条绳子，然后这样弯过来抓着这个球杆，对，这样一个击球的过程，对，你看这样，
这是比较好控制。
对，这样这个球它这个球杆就不会掉了，不会脱离你的手。
是这样子，那我就上马了。嘿，哇塞，好高，好高啊！这个 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so here I am on horseback. Bring me my sword.
对
吗？
对的。
Aha, 已经把握了。So, here I am, a blue blood in Hainan. How ironic is that? Having my first game of polo. Now, let's go. Chalks away, chaps.
OK，
松开。
试一下看能不能打到啊。
好
OK。哎
Yes, 进门了。
Although this professional equestrian training experience was short, I take away a lot with me. It is just a pity that I shall be unable to ride a horse across the grasslands. Fortunately, though, I found a way to make up for that.
Well, I've been on off-road vehicles and all manner of go-karts before, but this is the first time for me to go on a 4x4 ATV, an all-terrain vehicle. I'm really excited about it. Apparently the course is very challenging and promises thrills and spills all the way through. I just hope that I don't get my gleaming white clothes all spoiled. Well, that was an exhilarating ride. I was a little bit nervous at first because I've never been on one of these things before. I'm used to a steering wheel, you see, and it was only really at the end of the first lap when I was on the home straight that I dared to open up my throttle and show you my prowess. Although, to be honest, at times when the ground was bumpy, it was a little bit like riding a horse because you had to go up and down with the bumps. Give me an ATV any day. Oi.
On this week's journey, I experienced indoor horse riding and learned a lot about dressage, which was a brand new adventure. I was a spectator at a horse race and a polo match, both firsts for me. And I went galloping across the vast prairies, setting my summer passion alight. Why not let a bit of passion into your life this summer?
这里是海南卫视。